Mabuhay, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. I wanted to respond to this comment that you can see there in a recent video. If they can survive, it's talking about the Filipinas family, without employment, without them working, because you're supporting them, then why even try to be successful? And that's a sensible comment to make. And my response to that is, as somebody married to a woman from the Philippines for 8 years, we have to deal with these money questions from time to time. Although I can tell you that the longer you are married to a Filipina, the better she's going to be at making the tough decisions about sending money or not sending money, or what to send it for, and how much, or to send any of it at all. So a good Filipina does not want anybody to just rely on her, because, well, first of all, if she's not working herself and it's her husband that's sending it over, she knows that that's irritating. That's going to cause problems with their marriage. So she's going to draw the line somewhere. And if she's working, making her own money like my wife is, then she can decide just how generous she's going to be and for which person. Now, I can tell you that in our situation, yes, we've built 3 houses for family. One of them is for us, but we don't live there, but we've stayed there a few times. But that's something that we decided to do together and put some money into that. But that doesn't mean that nobody in the family is working. Nobody has stopped working because of any of that. What we wanted to do was be able to provide a place to live that's maybe in a little bit safer place, although there's always a lot of people around, but a place of their own where they can go and take care of, or have their own place to live. It's a big thing. I don't see any apartment complexes when I'm there. So you either have a house, or you have a really bad place to live, or everybody's living with somebody else. And so to have a place for the family to live is something we want to do, but they're all working. And if they're not going to work, I'm sure my wife would not mince words with the family about what they're going to have to do, because they're going to have to pay for their food, they're going to have to pay for their clothing, they're going to have to pay for their electricity, cable, whatever goes on with staying there. But we have built some places for people to live, and we don't want them to pay us back or anything like that. But that doesn't mean, because they've been gifted that kind of generosity, that nobody's working. Your Filipino wife does not want anybody taking advantage of her, and she hates it when family members try to do that. And if they come at her from all directions, siblings or aunt or uncle, she doesn't like that. She really doesn't. And she could probably use her husband's support in saying, no, I'm not going to do it. A Filipina that cares about her family and wants to support them with X amount of dollars for whatever it is. Could be some food. It could be for food is a big need, of course. It could be for electricity. It could be for communications, like the phone, internet, and that's important too. But if she's got a good head on her shoulders, especially if she's working in the West, there's no reason she couldn't. She's not going to let them wear her out, take all her money, and just be lazy. I know that's something that people are concerned about. They're just going to bleed her dry, take advantage of her. Well, when she's working here in the West and paying a lot of taxes, here in America, we have to work middle of April, technically, before anybody starts to make any money of their own. Otherwise, it all goes to the government in taxes. And she's going to use some discretion with who she gives money to. And no, I don't believe there are many Filipinas that want to just make family members stop working and live off of her generosity. If you're aware of these situations, you can please leave a comment here in this video. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying, being married to a woman from the Philippines, it would really surprise me if that's what people are doing, taking advantage of them or their husbands so they don't have to work, when she can see for herself just how expensive things are and how much you have to work here, for example, in America. So the question here was, if they can survive without employment because you're supporting them, why even try to be successful? Why would they try to be successful if they're going to take advantage of the Filipina? And I think, by and large, in most cases, she's not going to allow that to happen. That's my take on it. I have a Filipino wife. Let me know what you think about this very important question here on Love Beyond the Sea.